great evening. Thank y'all for being here. I think it's really a special opportunity for us to be able to share. My name is Juan Solis. I am the Community Development Manager for Truist for the state of Texas, and I get to serve also as Vice Chair with Joe with SouthsideFirst. I've been with them since its inception. Since we created SouthsideFirst, I've had the opportunity to serve on the board, and bringing this kind of information is important. I thought it was funny that we actually see that we started off with the dogs, right? Because people always understood about dogs and people, they look alike and stuff like that. Well, I thought it was kind of funny also, I think in terms of banks, right? Joe's your traditional banker, a regular bank, a thing good happening, kind of nice and established, right? Then you have Estradita. Estradita is a smaller, cute little bank, right? And everything else. Guess what I represent? I represent the big bank. No. Okay. So the difference is, when Joe talked about the $30 billion in assets, well, I work for Truist. We're a $468 billion organization. So we started out back in the day, 2.5 years ago, we started working with BB&T and SunTrust to create what we have now created is called Truist. We're the 6th largest bank in the country. And so what's important to know is that we understand and have been in banking for over 150 years with our heritage, but we continue to evolve. We continue to understand what it takes to be bankers in today's world. We just went through COVID. And through COVID, we learned so much about what we used to do no longer applies. What we have to be able to do is be able to be smart, nimble, and the opportunities that are there require us to have a friendship, a relationship, and more important to me, a great relationship with a banker. You have to understand it's important for you to have a place that you can take your ideas when you're thinking of when I say this, I'm going to do this, I'll do it this way. There's one thing that we need to remember and remind you guys. Joe said it, Estrellita said it. We have so many people that we meet that you forget that we have experience too. We have listened to the different stories of people coming with ideas and concepts. Some succeed, some fail. It's about the communication. It's about being able to tell you about what we do. I'm going to tell you about who we are, right? Our purpose is very simple. We inspire and build better lives and communities. We understand we have a responsibility to our clients, to our teammates, and our stakeholders. Yes, we're a for-profit organization, just like every one of you here. It makes a difference. We have our strong values of trustworthy, caring, one team success, and happiness. But what's important is that we also understand giving back is important in so many different ways. One way is through our supply demands, right? So what does that mean? Well, there are businesses that we need to buy from. Last year alone, we did $579 million to diverse businesses across the nation. Now, let me describe our nation and what it looks like. It looks like an L. You go all over the East Coast, all the way to Texas, y se acabó la cosa. There we stop. That is all we do. Yet we're the 6th largest bank. We kill in Florida, the North Carolinas, Atlanta, the Georgias, the Alabamas, the Arkansas, and now the state of Texas over the last 15 years. I've been in banking for 16 years. I started off with Citibank and then was converted over when we were bought out back 8 years ago by BB&T. Now I am Truist. So that's why we love purple. That's why we get along with our girl right here. Purple is who we're all about. But let me tell you how we spend our money, right? $411 million with minority-owned businesses. Women-owned businesses, $134 million. Small business, $104 million. Veteran-owned businesses, $14 million. And LGBTQ businesses, $190,000. Because think about it, banks need to have the responsibility to be able to buy local and opportunistic in terms of supporting businesses in different ways. It's important for you to see that we're actually spending money in our communities too. We encourage, and there's a great program that we have for businesses that are ready to scale up and be part of it, that you're able to not only work with us, but we're able to nurture you to the next level. We take you and put you in a program so that you can bid to work nationwide. We just went through a transition I just told you about. All our signage has been changed. All our businesses have been repainted. We've got new chairs. We've got everything. It came from suppliers like you. And that's important. So banks have a great responsibility to be able to do that. But what I wanted to talk about was something I thought was really kind of easy. I wanted to help you prepare to meet us. So how do you prepare? First of all, have no fear and walk in. We're there for you. We understand that there's a great opportunity for you to work with somebody. Why not us? Come inside, make the appointment, ask for the manager, and sit down and say, hey, Juliana, how can we work together? But I need you to be prepared. Because too many times I've met with businesses, well, I'm just here for a loan. Well, here's the reality. Sometimes the loans are the best thing for you. After we lay it all out. And so you have to come prepared with questions. And you're going to have an open conversation. And what I mean by that is, you're going to say, I need this. And I'm going to say, well, you know what? I saw that with another vendor doing the same thing and it didn't work for them. Why would you do that? And so, oh, well, what happened to them? That's the experience. Think of Joe, 40 years of experience. He's seen so many businesses come and go. Why not use that expertise to listen and have a conversation? That's what banking is in 2022. It's an opportunity for you to understand the value that you have as a business owner to make a difference, to demand a service. It's also the opportunity, which I think is pretty cool, that you got all three of us here, right? 3 different types, 3 different approaches, 3 different types of products availability. Joe talked about insurance. We're the 3rd largest insurance broker in the country. You think of school districts, we insure them. SID, Edgewood. You think of Port San Antonio, we insure them. Our company does. So you think about small and big, we do that. Insurance is coming off shapes and sizes. One of the things that you're going to hear in the coming weeks is about cyber control, right? Cyber issue. And people infiltrating your organizations and your businesses. Guess what? There's insurance for that too. That's important to know. When you have a relationship with the banker, you understand what it takes. But more importantly for me is that you continue to start to strive as to what you can have as an expectation when you walk in. It should be what you need. And you articulate that. You can say, I need to do this. I'm experiencing that type of problem. Joe talked about it. Sometimes it's about cash flow. Other times it's about the fact that you can't have enough employees. Let me tell you, Workforce Solutions Alamo. I'm the past chairman of Workforce Solutions Alamo. What's important to understand that is that they can help in so many different ways. And you heard that. Not only will they be able to help you find employees, they'll help you build your employees. Imagínate what there was a question that was asking her earlier about the monies that was available for people in the hospitality industry with daycare money for their employees. So how many of you have employees that you listen to and they're like, I wish I had money for daycare? If you're in the hospitality, that could have taken off the hook completely. 100% paid by the state of Texas. Free childcare, basically. It was available. Did we use all our money? We did not. We had to return money because employers didn't understand it completely to make it offered to everybody. So we missed out. When last year, when there was the snow and the COVID was affecting small businesses, Bexar County and the city of San Antonio gave out grants. How many of you got some of those grant monies? Why not? We at SouthsideFirst worked really hard to get $2.6 million out the door. But it was a fracaso. It wasn't easy. Nobody wanted the money. They didn't know how it worked. So we had to help. That's what we do. That's what bankers do. Bankers have the opportunity to sit with you, talk with you, understand you, and more than anything, they should be listening. So when you have the opportunity to make a difference in your business, when you have an opportunity to look to the next level, because we're all at different stages, and I heard you earlier, 4 years, but I'm still a startup. That's cool. So when I had the conversation with the gentleman in the back, right, one of the other business persons, I also think a lot of times we do it just our way. And sometimes, I know, we don't pay taxes. We tell the CPA, just making sure I don't want to pay taxes. Let me tell you, you can do that probably for 1 or 2 years. The reality is something you gotta grow up. You're gonna have to pay the taxes, and you're gonna have to pay your employees, and you're gonna have to be a legit organization. Because you never know the opportunity that would exist. If I go back and talk about this opportunity, you're gonna have your house in order. If you want to land the big fish or the great opportunity, and think about it. These are numbers that I'm showing for my company. But these numbers exist for every school district in town. These numbers exist for every utility in town. These numbers exist for every the university health system in town. They all are looking for the opportunity to partner with small, minority, locally owned businesses. When I had the fortune of being able to be a city councilman back in the day, we were the ones that passed the goals and the opportunities to reach that level. We passed it to make sure that there was more inclusive opportunities. You guys represent the next opportunity. You guys represent the next business opportunity. You just have to grab it. But you gotta do your due diligence. Work with us as a bank. Find out what is best for you and have that conversation. All right, thank you very much.